What you gonna do?
You
gonna take my scholarship away? You gonna put him on probation? Yeah, I got paid. I got paid. Yes, I got paid.
Yo, welcome to the OG show. We back. It's a special episode for me.
Real OG.
Yeah, we got a real OG, my OG.
Yeah.
Saying one of my OGs, man. Tim Hardaway. I got to add the senior.
Yes.
I got to add the senior.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Out of respect, but appreciate you, OG, man. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you all having me. It's not about respect with the senior. It's just that when you say Tim Hardaway, now they be thinking about Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is a blessing, though.
Oh, no, no question.
What an unbelievable
blessing. I love it. You know, the thing is, though, they probably give him some of my money instead of me. So that's why I have to say you got to put senior on it.
Listen. To his credit, he's earned it, but it's a lot of money out there.
It's a lot of money out there.
He's playing well.
Yes.
He's playing his ass off.
It's
yes.
Great.
I was going to touch on this later, but now that we already kick-started it, because he has a son that plays basketball, and I have a son that plays basketball. And that's a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slippery slope. You don't want to damage the relationship that you have with your kids, but you also want to push them to be their best version.
No question.
But they also, for whatever reason, our kids like to listen to everybody but us. I be looking at my son like, who gonna tell you anything about basketball better than me? Please show me this mother. Whose daddy is cooler than me? Ooh, please.
Mason's daddy, Maverick's daddy.
I give you that. I give you that. But when it comes to that, I'm saying to myself, they kind of fight that a little bit. Or maybe that's just my situation. I don't know about your situation or your situation.
Oh, yeah, they definitely fight it.
Because I could be literally sitting from me to you and to say something to my son on the court and the mother walk down here like he ain't hear me.
Exactly. I've been in that situation, and it's hard. It's hard. One day, my wife, my daughter, and my son, we sitting in the car. Nobody was saying nothing. And we get to the house. Nobody was saying nothing. The next day, I was like, yo, Tim, why don't you sit down and watch a game with me? He said no. He went over to his buddy's house and watched the game with him. And I was like, I asked my wife, you know, that disturbed me.
Yeah, I get it.
That disturbed me. And she was like, you know what? You tearing this house up. Because you want him to be like you. He's not going to be like you. You want him to play like you. He's not going to play like you. So you got to chill. And I listened to her, and I said, you know what? I'm going to shut the up. I'm going to shut the up. And I told him, I said, I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say nothing. And when you say stuff like this, they like, yeah, right. We got to believe. We got to see it to believe it. So I didn't say nothing. And when I didn't say nothing for that first game, I said, you know, good game. You played well. You know, he was like, all right. Then the next game, a week later, I didn't say nothing. And I said, yeah, you played well. And then the relationship started coming back. It started coming back. So by me saying you all got to dismiss yourselves and let your kid grow up and let him come to you, or her come to you and talk to you and initiate the conversation about how can I get better? What do I need to do to get better? Then you go out there and show them, and they'll be receptive to you. But now you just causing chaos between both of y'all, and you want him, because I grew up differently than our kids.
Yes.
Our kids growing up with silver spoons in their mouth.
Yes.
And you know, they going to school with Nikes on and Air Jordans and Nike this and Gucci that and this, all that type of stuff. You know, driving in a nice car and stuff like that, eating great food. Hey man, it was tough for us. It was tough.
Our kids don't know about free lunch.
Hey man, free lunch.
You got your lunch card.
Hey man, I told my kids, I used to eat pork and beans and hot dogs.
Hell yeah, pork and beans and weenies, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, hey, that's how we had to live, at times. But the game was different then too. The game was totally different when we came in. It was pushing, shoving, beating you up. You can't cry. You get knocked down. You gotta get up all tough and everything. So the game is different now. But you just gotta remove yourself from the chaos and let them grow up. Because same way with me. I used to talk to my son. He looked at me one time. I swear to God, this is how he looked at me. I'm tired of listening to you. And he just walked down the court. And I saw that look. I'm like, ooh. I was like, ooh, you looked at me like you was ready to get down. And I never asked him that, but I that's how I felt.
Well, put hands on you.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Like he wanted to put hands on me. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Let me just be cool. I'm gonna be cool. But that's what I think, and I tell all parents that. Just be cool. Calm down, remove yourself, and let them go out there and be them. And I guarantee you, they're going to have a lot more joy. They're going to enjoy playing the game of basketball because they don't have to listen to you. They got to listen to the coach.
Yeah.
They listen to their buddies, but they don't have to listen to you. You have to be dad no matter what.
Great point.
Because when they come to you, you got to tell them the truth. And you got to make them understand this is what you're not doing. This is the way to do it. This is how you play defense. This is how you rebound, box out, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But let them come to you and ask you the question.
Speaking of growing up, how you get from Chicago to Texas, El Paso?
That's a great question.
How does that happen?
They ain't have NIL back
No,
then.
they didn't.
They didn't have NIL.
No. Like, how you get from Chicago to
Texas El Paso ain't had no NIL anyway. They could have thrown him nothing. A couple pesos or something. They could have thrown him much of nothing.
A couple Texas El Pasos?
I'm going to tell y'all something. El Paso is a quiet-kept city. They got a lot of paper.
They got paper.
They got paper.
So that's how I got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can say now. I mean, what you gonna do?
You
gonna take my scholarship away? You gonna put them on probation? Yeah, I got paid. I got paid. Yes, I got paid.
Okay, I
like
always wondered.
I
always wondered. I was like, is he living off the history of them beating Kentucky or something?
No.
Him go there. There's got to be something.
PAID.
PAID.
I got paid. All right. So, but anyway, I wasn't heavily recruited.
You weren't heavily recruited.
I was not heavily recruited.
Really?
And everybody thought I was too small. Everybody thought I wasn't going to be able to go from high school to a Division I and play at a Division I, and at a high level.
Yes.
I always had to prove myself, no matter what. I always had to prove myself each and every day I played the game because I was short. So I had to go in there and I had to work on my game doubly than other guys had to work on. I had the talent, but I still wanted to prove to everybody that who you putting in front of me, they can't, they not even in my league. And that was my thrive each and every day. That's what kept me going each and every day. And I wanted to prove to everybody, and I told my coach, my high school coach, I said, if we don't play these 4 guys that they think are better than me and higher than me, I'm going to transfer. And I told them I'm going to go to my grammar school coach, high school. And they didn't want that.
Yeah.
So we got to play the teams that I wanted to play. And, of course, I went out there, and we lost some, but we won some. But I showed everybody in the city that you all are talking about them. I'm way ahead of them.
If it wasn't UTEP, where was it?
Nowhere. If it wasn't UTEP, it'd probably been probably JUCO. There was no other school.
That's crazy.
When I say no other schools, I wanted to go to Illinois. They had Nick Anderson and Kendall Gill and some other guys. I looked at Oklahoma, Mookie Blaylock.
Wow.
But it it was just the right fit. One guy came and watched me play from Texas El Paso named Russ Bradford. He's from the north side of Chicago. He watched me play, and he came to me and he was straight up. He said, "Hey, I'm going to go talk to Coach Askins and go do your due diligence on Coach Askins. 1966 team beat Adolph Rupp in a national championship game. He had Nate Archibald come there after JUCO. He liked guards, small guards come in and play hard and play well, and you fit the description." And so I was like, okay, cool. And we went from there. And I was like the last person that Haskins went to go see play in high school.
And then you hit him with the UTEP two-step.
Two-step.
Yep.
Where that thing came from?
Man, a lot of people always ask me about my dribbling skills. I was taught it was grass and the sidewalk. And so we used to be 4 to 5 guys trying to steal a ball away from you. And you had to get from, how you do it. I forget what you call it. You catch the ball, you throw it, and the guy has to run and try the bases. You right there.
We call it throw up tackle. Throw up tackle.
Yeah.
One person got the ball, everybody try to tackle it.
Right, that too.
Yeah.
So we had a line here and probably a line, 10 feet apart, and you had to get through 4 people, and the grass was out of bounds. So, but you had to dribble on the concrete.
So you had nowhere to go.
So
You had nowhere to go.
So
So I'm dribbling between 4 people. You had to know how to dribble, hold this guy off, get through this guy, hit and it was just and that was a game that we played. We didn't have nothing else.
I was just gonna say, so it wasn't no basket, OG. You just trying to get through
Sometimes you couldn't. No, it wasn't no basket. Because sometimes your parents wouldn't let you off the block.
Yeah, I already know that.
You'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
you can't go off the block today. We can't go off the block. We gonna go down to the other. No, what I tell you, okay, you can't go off the block. You go to the corner and you can talk to each other across the corner, but you can't go off the block.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. So we had guys, and we just be playing, and maybe you get this ball stolen from you, maybe not. So at times, I used to play around. I knew I could get past them and stuff like that. And that's how I developed my dribbling skills. And then we had an unfinished basement, and I had 2 beams about 5 feet apart. And I just used to go downstairs and just dribble. When it's snowing outside, when it's like you can't go outside and do nothing, I just be in the basement for about an hour and 15 minutes, just going through drills, in and out moves, behind the back, spin moves, hitting off the wall, faking like I'm making a left-hand, right-hand layup, just to be doing something. We only had 3 channels. We had Atari, come on, man.
I remember Atari.
Come on, man.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, man.
Pac-Man.
Still trying to figure out what it is on the screen.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Worst graphic.
And then
Gallagher.
you can only read for so long.
That's right.
And then it's fortunately I had a basement that was unfinished and I could utilize it.
That's so dope, though, to go, no one's recruiting you. Go to UTEP, Hall of Famer, UTEP two-step, run TMC.
Yeah.
You took every matchup personal, basically, is what I'm gathering.
Every day I took
what I'm
them.
gathering.
I took if I remember in grammar school, we lost to a grammar school. They killed us. I couldn't get no sleep. These 2 guards, they killed us. I couldn't get no sleep. I vowed next time I see them, I was going to destroy them. Next time I saw them, I was in high school. One went to one high school, one went to the other high school.
What'd you do to him?
I destroyed them. I destroyed them. I knew their names. I knew what school they went to and everything. I couldn't wait to play them. My guys like, man, you so serious? I said, no, man, I'm about to kill these guys. I'm about to kill that guy.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I just didn't like people thinking that other people was better than me.
That's the way you're supposed to think.
Yes.
Yeah, I just didn't like that. I took it personal, and I went out there and I showed them, you're not better than me, and it's gonna take you a while to get better than me, and then it's not gonna be that.
Prize Picks is the most fun I've had, winning up to 25 times my money this football season. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. With the basketball season here, you can now pick combo projections across football and basketball. From the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that includes 2 or more players from different sports or leagues. For example, LeBron James plus a Travis Kelce at a 10.5 combo of three-pointers made and receptions. Do you want to play alongside some of Prize Picks' favorite players like rapper Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz? You can now find community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries from some of the biggest names in Prize Pick community. Go to prizepicks.com/OGs and use code OGs for a first deposit match of up to $100. So give us something about the Run TMC, because that was a vibe, man. Like growing up for us, that was like, come on, man. Like it took over the league.
I get drafted. First of all, I suppose I went to Indiana, Minnesota. So they get Poole Richardson, Minnesota.
What pick was that?
That was like 3 or 4. I was supposed to go 3 or 4.
You went 14?
I went, 14 to Golden State. Come to find out, Don Nelson is calling all the teams that was supposed to pick me and telling them I got a bum knee.
Damn, Don.
And he picks me. Bill Musselman.
I bet those teams are like, damn, this motherfucker here, boy.
Damn.
Bill Musselman's son, he said, you know what? We shouldn't have listened to that damn Don Nelson. we could have had you. I was like, yeah. But he picks me. I was supposed to go out to Golden State from Chicago, get to O'Hare. It's a full out just storm. Couldn't get out of Chicago. I left O'Hare about 2 a.m. Said we all couldn't get out. Yeah. I suppose that was the last day you go and work out with a team. So I told my agent, I can't get out. What you gonna do? And he called him and said, can't get out. So he picked me anyway. Don Nelson picked me anyway. And the first thing I get to after I signed my contract, Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, Rod Higgins was there. They was like, what you want to do? I said, man, I want to go play basketball. I haven't played basketball in about 5 days. So I'm like this. You know, I'm shaking. I haven't played basketball in 5 days. I got to go play some basketball, man. Right. So we went and played basketball at because Chris Mullin had a key to where Jason Kidd High School. Yeah. And we went over there and we played for about 3-4 hours. We just played basketball, man. And that's what Mitch, Chris, and myself, we clicked right then and there. And I always used to watch Rod Higgins in high school. When I was in high school, come to the Pro-Am. So I knew about Rod Higgins and what he liked to do. But, you know, when you have a guy like 2 guys like Chris and Mitch, it makes your job easy. Because I knew where to give it to him, right in the pocket, shoot. You know, you cutting, Mully know how to throw it past people's ears. You know, right, great pass. And, you know, and I used to watch Chris all the time, you know, in the Big East.
Oh, yeah, St. John's.
Man. I mean, he's
cold.
What Chris used to do in college, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Man, so so we just clicked right away. And Run TMC, we had a drawing. And it was this big thing. They was rolling it. And so off camera, we said cut. And we went through some stuff, and we was throwing stuff away. And we came across Run TMC, so we put it in. We knew which one we was going to get. We got it. Because that would have took like 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, so we got it. We cut Run TMC. But when we first saw it and it said Run TMC, it just caught right then and there.
Fit the way y'all played.
It just fit the way we played.
Perfect.
It was perfect. And we just ran with it. And but our only mistake was we could have beat the Lakers. But our only mistake was we had Run DMC coming to announce us.
Oh.
And when they was announcing us, Magic he got his team in a huddle. And I could imagine what he said. But they came out, you talking about showtime. Whoa. Whoa.
So y'all had a Run DMC announce Run TMC?
Yes. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
It is awesome.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. Absolutely beautiful.
It was awesome.
But, we lost that game and the series.
I got one question. Because me being from Florida and being a Florida boy, obviously, a lot of people I don't think know how cold Mitch Richmond was.
Shoot.
A lot of people I think don't know how. If you don't know back home, yes, he is a Florida boy.
Yes.
We claiming that.
Yes, he is.
Because we don't get a lot of hoopers in the league. Just please, let's just give Mitch his flowers.
Oh,
real
my
quick.
God.
I'm talking about a bucket.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a bucket.
Yes, he
I
was.
played with him.
Yeah.
I played with him. I know what he could do.
Yeah.
You know how y'all show LeBron and his eyes and stuff like that. We see Mitch come in, and you just see his face. You're like, oh, that guy in trouble. And shoot around, you just see his face. You like,
Yes.
somebody's in trouble
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
So he would get locked in like that.
Oh,
Yes.
and shoot around.
That's awesome.
We on a bus.
Yeah.
He not saying not a word, not one word. He's locked in. He's not playing around. You know,
Yeah.
none of that. None of that.
Remind you of somebody?
He's coming in,
sure does.
and just coming in, just start shooting and just doing his work and doing this and doing that. We like, oh, somebody's in trouble.
Yeah.
And he gives it to. I mean,
Man.
he's giving it to him mentally and physically.
Yes.
Mentally and physically. That's why we call him the Rock.
Yeah. He was.
I mean, like I didn't see him just destroy people, but he don't get the flowers that he deserves.
No, he don't. He don't.
You know, and then and when we made him, Don Nelson made a mistake in trading him. That was the beginning to the end to what we had. But when he went to Sacramento, a lot of people don't know what he was doing in Sacramento.
Shoot, I do.
Yes.
I saw him on
I do. I do.
I knew exactly what he was
on
doing.
a video
He was doing
game.
it to
I was
me.
playing with him on a video game.
Yeah, he and then he went to Washington, was doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, man, Mitch, man, that dude, he doesn't get the praise that other ball players do, and that's why me and Mully, we talk about him all the time.
That's dope.
I got one of my welcome to the NBA moments was you, because I didn't know what the NBA really was. You're playing for the Nuggets, I think. And you got into it with Monty Williams, and on your way out, you took the TV set.
He already know. He already know. He already know.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm 19, 20 years old. That TV set goes across the floor.
Damn,
Yeah.
OG, you
Damn,
threw the
that's what
TV
NBA
on the
like?
court?
I threw the TV on the court.
No, picked up the TV.
Right.
Slung it.
Yeah.
Half court.
What could have possibly? I'd have done some crazy, but I ain't never.
Yeah. No, you know what?
Couldn't do that today, though.
do that.
No. Mark Davis. He from Chicago.
Mark, yeah, I know Mark.
Mark. He I don't even want to talk about him, but he thought I was in a beef with
Monty Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't say nothing to him. I don't even know how I got into that whole thing.
Yeah.
They picked something with me, and then Mark Davis was like, "Yeah, it's you." I said, "Mark, I didn't say a word." And then Mark kicked me out, just like that. He kicked me out. I was like, "Why you kicking me out?" He said, "Because you instigate." I said, "I didn't say a word." If you look at me on film from when that instigation started, I did not say a word.
Say, come on now, OG, you ain't say nothing.
I did not
You didn't
say
say
a
nothing?
word. I swear to you, I did not say a word.
talk?
And
No.
then I talked to
But you not this time though.
Not this time. I didn't say a word. And then when he kicked me out, I got so rage. I wanted to choke him. I wanted to put my hands around his neck and pop his head off his shoulder.
Damn.
That's how mad I was. Like Tyronn Lue
Oh yeah, just recently.
said,
He went back to the court.
I want to kick him in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I wanted to put my hands around his neck and just let it, but I couldn't.
Hey, you want to show how old school it was too? I gotta go look at the video on it because it's bringing back memory. It was so old school that the TV was like that box.
Yeah, little box TV.
Oh, yeah,
little small
Like
one.
a little square box.
Yeah. Just think if it was a flat TV, I would have threw
Yeah, it's
like a frisbee.
like a frisbee. That went into the stands. Lawsuit.
Yeah.
Lawsuit. Facts. They giving out lawsuits for everything.
Dude, did you Isaiah Stewart
Oh,
Went to jail that night.
to jail?
I need the footage.
Yeah.
I need the footage.
What? whatever what happened,
I gotta see what happened too.
what happened,
need
he
the
went to
footage.
jail. Oh, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I need the footage.
Yeah, but it's gonna come out.
Talk about because you're seeing it obviously with your son and he's playing great and he's deserving everything. But the difference in basketball when you played, and then it started gradually getting to where we played and to where the game is now. I mean, obviously everyone talks about things, but you lived it. You're a Hall of Famer through it. Like, talk to us about where basketball and where you think basketball is compared to what it was.
Back then it was physical.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell folks when you like if you pass the ball and you running through the lane,
You're getting
You're
hit.
getting chucked.
you got it's like carrying a football. You got to protect your ribs and your stomach and your gut and when they say you got to do sit-ups, you got to do 1 million sit-ups because it's 4 people could chuck you.
Yes.
And they not chucking you, they like hitting you. I mean, you was getting hit.
Yes.
So it was physical. It was physical. Some of these fouls, flagrant ones, flagrant twos, that was just a regular foul. I mean, like, come on, man.
Yes.
Come on. I sometimes I laugh, and I want to tell you this. So, with the rules today, you could take a day off or whatever. Back then, you couldn't take a day off. Back then, it was injury reserve.
Yes.
It was 5 games.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was 5 games.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about taking a day off, you got to take 5 days
yeah,
off.
gotta
I mean,
take
5
5.
You
games.
sprained your ankle, they had to put you on a 5-day deal.
5 games could be like 10 days.
Yeah, 5 games. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was towards by beginning of my
Yeah, you
career. I had
couldn't
the
just
same
take a
thing.
game.
You just couldn't take a game off.
Yeah.
So be careful, when you say my ankle hurt.
No doubt.
Yeah.
How bad does it really hurt?
Yeah, how bad does it really hurt?
Let me
You
tell
know,
you
like your finger, you talking about your finger broke. There's some people playing with they broke fingers.
No
Or
doubt.
I remember they talking about, my thumb hurt. Dude, tape that thing up and let's go
Man,
with it.
Listen, if you hurt in Miami, you rather go take that shit up and play than to go in the playpen.
Oh,
You remember playpen? My finger could be hanging off. Pick that shit up and tape it back on.
Tape back on.
Can't say-
I
pick
did
that
not
thing
want to
up.
go over there in that playpen because that was
Pick it up and
that
tape
was-
it back on.
that was more dangerous than this.
Way more
You
dangerous.
would rather practice
Yes.
hurt than to go in the playpen in Miami.
I told him I had
You would rather
surgery.
practice hurt than to go in the playpen in Miami.
No question.
It's bike over there. It's weights over there.
Yeah.
It's medicine balls over
Yeah.
there. By the time practice is over, you have completely mentally,
Take that shit on
physically, and
Wild Bill
emotionally
Hickok.
What's
pushed
that
yourself
machine?
to the limit.
Yeah.
What's that machine that you go like this?
Just rolling it with your arms.
That's the worst machine
Ever invented.
Whoever
Need
invented
their
that
ass
need
kicked.
they ass kicked.
No question.
Man.
I did that thing for 30 minutes. I was mad than a mother. I said, Bill, whoever, give me the name who invented this so I go whoop his ass because I'm strong now.
Listen, that's Pat with that Jedi mind trick.
Oh,
You don't
man.
want to practice it, they going over in the playpen. Ain't nothing playful about that shit over there.
Nothing.
It's not a game.
It's not a game.
It's not a game over
It's
there.
serious.
I came fresh off of surgery, and you got to take some time off, but I was getting closer to it. And they put me in there. I said, "Man, I'm practicing tomorrow." There ain't no way.
There
in hell.
ain't no way,
There's
bro.
no way in hell I'm
You
doing
ain't
that.
doing that.
You rather
You ain't doing that.
You crawling down the court. No, I can still go.
Yeah.
No, I won't be over there. I mean, it's 2 hours. It's 2.5 hours of
Yes.
sit-ups,
Yeah.
push-ups,
Yes.
weights,
Riding the bike.
or doing. I don't even know what that machine was called.
Yeah.
Whatever that machine was.
Not the
I
elliptical,
don't
it's
even
the
know. what it was called.
Stairmaster. Stairmaster?
That
You know,
machine
you
that
talking
did
about
like
you just
this.
do with your
Oh,
arms.
you
You
roll
save
the
your
ball,
legs. You save your legs.
Yeah, I
you
don't
just
even
spin
know
with
what
your
that
arms.
machine was, but yeah, that
I
was.
agree with you. Whoever invented that needs to
That's
ask.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
The whole playpen
Yeah.
situation
Oh,
was
man.
ridiculous.
Yeah, we gonna ride the bike for an hour and a half. No. We rather just run
Yeah.
up and down the
Yeah.
court. Just do some 3-man weave. No, we can do it. No. We do not want to get on that bike.
You don't want no parts of that. That's heat culture.
Yes.
But I came towards the end, and I was, it was handed to me, obviously, but it was started with, your generation and your teams, and I watched you speak on it a while ago, and once another person that don't get enough flowers, Keith Askins.
Oh,
You
no
talked about
question.
what Keith Askins meant to heat culture because when I first got to the Heat, Keith Askins was my guy. He was who I worked out with. He was who I shot with. He was who I watched film with. He was who I had those mentally, intimate conversations with about how to survive in this league and what I need to do. So you spoke on Keith Askins being like almost inventing heat culture somewhat. Can you just talk about that, some of those things, what Keith meant to that? Because I don't think he get his flowers.
Unsung hero.
Man.
Unsung
Hey,
hero.
yes, sir.
Man, you know when a guy come to you and you're not playing well, or he knows that a person isn't not in your caliber, and one of your teammates come, you say, yo man, yo bigs, yo man, he shouldn't be doing that to you. Yo, let's clamp down.
Yeah.
It's not enough of that in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
You can't go to your teammate and talk to your teammate right now because he's thinking that you getting on him, or that you're not doing something, whatever it is. KA used to come to us and tell us, yo man, you got to pick up your game a little bit, and we'll listen. KA come in every day of practice, put his hard hat on and do his work. Every day in the game, put his hard hat on, do what he need to do. He never complained. When he was hurt, he went in there and got his treatment, came out, did what he's supposed to do, never complained. And when you talk about culture, when you see a person like that never complains, go out there and do his job each and every day the same way. Work on his game every day the same way. We all want to just be quiet and be just like him.
That's dope.
And just come in there and just work.
Yeah. That's dope.
No matter what. He never complained. If the practice was hard, it was always hard. We gonna do the same thing. He gonna come out, he said, he'll tell you this. He said, you know what it is? You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like this every day.
Yeah.
Ain't changed.
It's just like, it's not gonna change. And pick up basketball.
Nope.
It's gonna be just like this. It's not gonna change. We knew it. But it was like he's been around that franchise since day one.
Yes.
So he was, even though, you got some guys that was older than him, some guys wasn't, he was the eldest statesman on the team. And we always, he let us do what we need to do.
Wow.
He let us be leaders. But we knew who the leader was. And we knew who started, really, the Heat culture.
Wow.
Was that still mouthpieces and knee pads up?
Mouthpiece, knee pads up, taped embrace.
Well, you always got to tape.
Yeah.
You always got to have knee brace. I'm not wearing
I'll never
mouthpiece.
I'll
No,
never
that's
forget
not.
when I got to Miami.
If you hit me in my mouth,
Yeah.
we having a fight. That we throwing down. That means you know what you did that on purpose.
So, bringing that to the table now. Give us some good Heat locker room stories from your time.
Oh man, I would say this. So we're in the locker room. This the ultimate funniest shit in the world. We're in the locker room. Pat Riley is giving a speech. So Zoe had to let out this. I mean, I guess his stomach was bubbling or whatever.
Oh.
You know how you sit down, you try to ease it out. Yeah. Zoe stood up and put his leg up and let one rip out. 10 seconds.
Damn.
And Pat stopped talking, turned around. It was, and you saw his face. He was smiling, going the other way. And we was like, okay, but he never said nothing. We was like, but damn, you're not gonna say nothing? Somebody else did it. You probably threw him out or something like that. Afterwards, when Pat walked out, we looked at Zoe was like, I had to go.
Oh, man. Hey, man, listen. Okay.
But another story. So we on a plane. Got a big game. We win a big game. So Ike Austin used to have his boom box, and we used to play the boom box, and everybody, we had a Soul Train line.
Yeah.
Soul Train.
That's right.
We had our own plane.
That's right.
Pat got up and was in the Soul Train line dancing.
He ain't got but one dance. He ain't got but one dance.
And that's the dance he did right there.
What's his dance?
That come on up to the rise. And you got one dance.
I think we was in Phoenix or Milwaukee. He got mad one day. I think it was in Phoenix. He got mad he was mad. And it was after the game. And he did not know because it was closed up, that the Gatorade thing. He did not know it was like ice in it or whatever. He picked it up and tried to put it over his head and stumbled and threw it. And so he could finish his speech of how mad he was. He walked in the back where the coach's lounge was at, and Ron Copeland, man, to go see if he was all right. I don't think he was all right.
Listen, every time Pat get mad, it's bad for him.
Yeah.
He always hurt himself.
Yeah.
He bad as hell. He hurt himself. He got mad at us and kicked the damn door. We didn't see him. He had to go blew his hip out kicking the door, and they got to have a hip replacement.
Yeah.
Because he mad at us.
But I
kicked the door.
I'm going to tell you this, man. He'd do anything for the team.
No doubt.
Yes.
He would do anything for the team.
Anything.
He told us one thing. He said, if y'all want the fans to come out, y'all got to go out there and win. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing Mickey could do. It's all on you all. If y'all want fans to come, y'all got to go out there and win. And we just went out there. We just went out there and just played basketball the way we practiced. Mm-hmm. And if it was overtime, people was like, damn, y'all not even breathing hard. I was like, nah, we practice for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We run. We all good.
What was that? What was that? The Heat Knicks. What was that really like?
Crazy than a mother.
Because you see it on TV and it was awesome, but
loved it.
That was real.
Loved it.
But it was created by Pat Riley. It wasn't created by Miami Heat and the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
It was created because of Pat Riley.
It came from there.
He left.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He left without telling them or sent them a fax or something like that. So it all created from him. And I'll tell you something. So we go to everybody get traded or get to the team. Like Dan Marley went to Phoenix and won. Went to Charlotte and won. Went to Dallas and won. Went to Golden State and won. I think it was somebody else. P.J. Brown went to New Jersey and won.
Yeah.
So we in Madison Square Garden, 8 p.m. game on TNT. I'm always the last one to leave. Go out there. I'm tying up my shoe, getting my stuff ready. Pat said, hey, he didn't even call me Big Tim. He called me Biggs. He said, hey, Biggs. I said, what's up, Pat? I thought he was like about to say something, you know.
yeah.
He said, man, you know, we all went to y'all cities and won. Can y'all win this one for me? I never told nobody this story.
Ooh.
And I looked at him. I was like, so we go out there. I said, yo, man. I said, we got to win this one for Pat.
Yeah.
We have to come out and win this one for Pat.
Yeah.
We go out there and beat him by like 25-30. So Pat was so happy. You could just tell in his face. He never showed it, but I could tell in his face that he was real happy because we went out there. He asked us to do something, and he know that we was always behind him, like he's behind us.
That's right.
Yeah.
So and I mean his motivational speeches.
Oh,
God.
listen.
You run. I don't care what nobody say. You run through a brick wall.
Hell yeah.
No question.
The came in, how he's talking about coming in with that cooler and he tried to throw it. Came in there one day with a cooler full of ice water. We like, what the going on? Rouse thirsty? Put his head in the ice water for 30 seconds. Ice water. Got to be freezing cold. And pulled his head out and said, you got to want to win this game like you got to take your last breath. I said, this crazy. That water got to be cold as a he going to catch pneumonia.
Yeah. So
he going to catch pneumonia. But like he said, that it resonated to us. And we was like, oh, this almost
he did
died.
that to y'all.
Almost died in here trying to get, we want to
He did that
win.
to y'all. Magic told me he did that to them.
See, that's how he gets you. The
See,
Jedi mind trick.
the
Jedi mind trick.
So he did it with them. Nobody on that team was on our team. So this was the first time we saw it. That was the second time Zoe saw it because he was with us. He did it with us, and so I bet you it didn't bother Zoe. But y'all was ready, just like, yeah, let's go.
He was like, this
Yeah.
ready to die by this. Let's go.
No, he for real.
He was ready to die.
No,
by
he's for real.
Listen, and he had his head in the water for about a good 30, 40
yeah,
seconds.
yeah,
Like, I was like, okay, do we need to pull this motherfucker out?
yeah. No,
He gonna be all right?
No, he was all right. It was cold.
Yeah.
He was all right. But no, man, them speeches, they was on point.
Yes.
All the time. They wasn't on point some of the time, or here go another speech.
Yeah.
No. We was like, okay, he got his speech. Okay, let's hit this mother. Go. I want to hear what you
Tune
want.
in,
I
huh?
want to see what you got today.
Because it felt like
It's like the OG podcast on Tuesday.
Yeah.
it felt like
That's the idea.
it felt like every fucking speech he was talking to you personally.
Yeah.
he's good.
Like, even though it's 15 other dudes in there, it feels
was
like
talking
it's just you and him
to
in that
you.
room and he talking to you.
Yep.
That's what it felt
face
like.
to face.
Yes.
That's how it was.
And that's why anybody that played for Pat would put it on the line for him.
It's
he stepped out on
misery.
the court. There's ain't no in between.
Ain't no in
The
between.
man said, and I will quote, "There's winning and there's misery.
Yep.
Ain't no in between." And I lived that.
Yeah.
No, for real. Didn't I just tell you on the last one? I can't function in losing spaces.
Yeah, no
I make
doubt.
bad decisions when I start losing in life. It just don't go right.
In practice, don't say nothing in practice. That's another hour. So Ike Austin in the playoffs, Ike said something. We all looked at Ike, and we was like, "You son of a gun, you mother! Why did you open your mouth? We was 5 minutes from out of this mother, and you opened your mouth. It's another hour."
Yeah.
He pulled, them papers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that blue paper out.
Pulled,
Paper out.
this is why, Ike, and he went down the line. Now we're gonna run through this again. Oh, you talking about somebody was about to get murdered?
Ike.
Ike went downstairs. He shook everybody else. Man, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make it up to y'all. I said, yeah, I'm gonna make it up to us by winning this game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Man, please. I said, yeah, you can't say nothing in practice.
I was going to say the fact that he even said something in practice is different. No, I can't believe he even said nothing. Don't say.
You don't say nothing
Only thing you hear is his voice and whistles.
in the whistle.
That's all you hear in practice.
Yep.
Where you see
Or you getting on Bob for calling a bad call.
And dude don't like that.
Oh, no.
You mother. Dude get mad. Dude, what you do still think? That's my dog. Shout out McAdoo, man.
McAdoo the best.
The best. You be cussing him out. Bob, that wasn't a foul. Yes, it was. You not even a real referee. How you know that was
Like McAdoo say, if I play, McAdoo was the greatest quote ever. If I played today, they have to pay me $400 million for what I did. If I played today, they have to pay me. And he said that swag. They paid me $400 million for the I used to do.
McAdoo was a bad man.
Yes, sir.
Tell y'all another story. They used to get on Bob, PJ, and Zoe. So they got ready. It's like playing Bob knockout.
Mm-hmm.
I put on my ice and I sat right there, and I was the instigator, talking guy.
I don't believe it.
Bo-
I don't believe it.
I
Bob,
already know how this story ends.
Bob was them.
Yes.
Bob.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God! I mean, he was shooting deep.
Man.
One dribble, bag him back. They was like, "Oh, you mad?" Because we had to practice for 2.5 hours. I said, but y'all wanted to play him. That's y'all fault. I said, Bob is killing y'all. PJ was mad. Next thing we know, the window opened up. Hey, Bobby. Come here, Bobby. Let me talk to you for a second. That was Pat.
I'll call him Bobby.
He called him Bobby. We like, oh.
He call him Bobby.
He had to go to the principal office. The next day, he was like, what's up, Bob? Oh, motherfucker, y'all got me in trouble.
Listen, let me tell you something about
He said, I said, for you kicking their ass, you in trouble? They was talking. He was like, yeah, I know. He said, I was taking their confidence away from them. I said, oh, okay.
Listen, that mother dude is a smart mother.
Yeah.
Because when we got there, it was the same thing with us, but we used to play nets.
Yep.
And everybody thought this two hands. I don't know how he used to get it off.
Dude, sling that shit up there.
But he used to play us in nets, shooting free throws for nets. And he would win money on us all the time. But quick story with Do is what he did for me in my career is when I got to the Heat, he told me the great bigs average rebound every 3 minutes. So he used to challenge me to average a rebound every 3 minutes. So what he would do is he would keep my rebounds and we would keep my minutes. And if I went over, then every minute I went over that I didn't get a rebound, I would owe him 20. Every minute that I was under the 3 minutes and I got a rebound, he would owe me 20. We would settle up at the end of the month.
Right.
He would keep all that.
Right.
But in my mind, I was chasing them boards because I knew great rebounders averaged a rebound every 3 minutes. That was something Dude told me. And I didn't know that, but he told me that. So all my career, at least every 3 minutes, I got to be grabbing a rebound.
Yeah, no.
I got to be grabbing a rebound.
Dude knows the game inside and out. He played at a high level.
Yeah, he was the best.
He played at a high level. And when you have a guy like that in your corner,
Yes.
only thing you can do is listen and go for it.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on the current Heat team?
Stay healthy,
Yeah.
Yes.
first of all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stay healthy. They pass up too many shots, all this pump faking and one dribbling and pass over here. Take the shot that's given to you.
Yeah.
Take the shot that's given to you. And it's another thing. Me personally, Terry Rozier, you got to let him go. You got to let him go. He knows what to do. He's a point guard.
Go be him.
Yeah,
What you're saying.
go be him. He's a point guard. He's a young guy that go out there and get it done.
Yes.
And he's going to find the people and make them, hero. He going to get his 20, 30, whatever. Robinson going to get his. But he's the only one that can really break somebody down and make it work and make it happen. So I think you got to let him go, do what he needs to do in the confinement of the offense.
Yeah.
But you got to stay healthy. That's the first and main thing. Them guys are not healthy, Jimmy out because of personal reasons.
Yes.
That's something that you can't control.
Yes.
But ankle here, finger there, back here, this and that here.
I bet if they had to go to the playpen, I bet if they had to go to the playpen, they ass to suit up. They had to go to the playpen, they'll suit up. Motherfucker would be missing no games then.
That finger ain't
Get
gonna
your
hurt
ass to the
so much.
playpen, they'll be out there. You be out there with 1 foot.
No, it
Yeah, you be out there 1 foot.
And defense will slide your ass off.
I always like the Miami Heat. I like how they play. Sometimes they play too unselfishly. I just want some guys to play a little bit selfish.
Couple rapid fire questions. Dallas, where they're at, obviously juniors over there. Luka, Kyrie, they got the trade with P.J. Washington, brought the big in. Derek Lively's played great. Gafford, who's I think is really underrated. What do you think? Where do you see them at, and what as the season, obviously All-Star break coming to an end here and going forward?
Great two pickups.
Mm-hmm.
Great two pickups.
Great.
You got two athletic bigs that you can switch off and play good defense and don't miss a beat. I'm gonna tell you this, Luka, bad boy, plays at his own beat. I watched him. When you watch him on TV, it's different, but when you watch this on person,
It's a whole different ball game.
I mean, what he does and how he does it, you be like, damn, he's brilliant out there on that court.
Yes.
Making shots, going to the hole, stop. I never seen a guy that just stops and then goes up and does. And
Craziest thing I've ever seen.
I'm a study of the game. I just want them. I need for Luka to stop dribbling the ball. Stop being ball dominant. But that's his game. You got to know how to be ball dominant, but you got to know how to run offense.
Yep.
Run offense for some guys that need offense ran for them. Kyrie don't need offense ran for him.
Ever.
But, somebody like my son, you need a floppy for him.
Yep.
Yes.
Wide pin downs.
I understand
A
that.
couple of pin downs for him.
Yeah.
You need to get him involved in the game so it can make it easier for you. Because if you got somebody like you, Mike, you stand in the corner for 8 minutes. You just run up and down the court, and you stand in the corner for 8 minutes, and then they pass you the ball. You got a wide open jump shot. You're not gonna make it. You're not in rhythm. You haven't even touched the ball. You haven't touched the ball to take the ball out of bounds for 8 minutes.
Yes.
If you saying that you need some of your guys to come in and flourish and to have it easy on Luka and Kyrie, run offense. Get other people involved. You're going to still get your 30.
Yes.
But then they're going to really talk about you in MVP conversation because them not talking about him is because their record is not up there.
Yep. Yeah. So you talk about two great point guards. Sorry. You talk about two great point guards, Luka and Kyrie. Who's your best point guard of all time? Who do you think is the greatest point guard of all time?
Magic.
I like that.
I'm going to take it over. My guy, my mentor, my idol is Isaiah Thomas.
I was going to say, got to be.
But who? Oh, Magic, man. I mean, oh. I mean, Magic got 5?
Oh, he's so good.
I mean, yeah, I mean, but Zeke was a bad boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Magic.
I'm gonna touch on the thing that you said with Dallas and Luka. It's also, to me, it goes back to basketball IQ, and not Luka's basketball IQ, but the other guys on the court. When I'm on the basketball court, and then you say, for instance, you got Luka bringing the ball down on the left side, and I got little Timmy running the right wing. As a big, I already know I'm getting this on the pin down.
Right.
You don't have to call it. You don't have to say nothing.
Right.
Little Timmy, I'm getting you on the pin down, coming down on transition. If Luka coming up that left side, and I'm running the middle, and you on that right side, I'm gonna break that off, and I'm gonna get you a pin down to come to the top of the key. That don't need to be a play call.
No, and I'm glad you said
So the
that.
basketball IQ obviously is something that obviously needs to work in Timmy's favor, because we don't have to call a play to know in transition. That's probably the best shot you're going to get. The big's going to be sagging back. Motherfucker already jogged back anyway. I got you on a quick pin down. He's lazy as hell. You come off and get a shot up. We don't even have to run nothing.
I'm going to tell you, that's a great analogy because if you look at Duncan.
Yes, we do it all the time. We don't have to run a play.
And I'm going to even go further back. When Mike Miller came into the game.
Yes.
When he came to the game, that's all y'all focus on.
I'm looking for
is
you in
we
transition.
getting this guy open.
Yes, I'm looking for him in
get
transition.
wide open jump shots,
Yes.
threes.
You don't have to
Because he
call
gonna
it.
make
I'm
them.
looking for him.
He's gonna make them.
Yes.
And when you have your best shooter on the court, Tim is their best shooter
Yes.
on the court.
We got to be hunting for him.
And they don't hunt for him. Everything is going to Luka or Kyrie. You got to get other people involved and other people open to make it easier for them.
Yes.
Because say if because they know only thing we got to do is concentrate on Luka and Kyrie. They know that. But if we got to concentrate on these other guys,
Yes.
then Luka and Kyrie, you got these other guys on the island, which they normally have, and then make it easy for them. Like I look at y'all with Duncan,
Yeah.
Hero.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to get them guys open all the time. Struce.
Yeah.
You trying to get that guy
It's not even a play
all
call.
the time.
If we were coming down in transition and Bam
And-
running the middle of the paint and he got Duncan or one of them, we breaking that off into a wide. We breaking that off into a wide. We bringing
then
Duncan
again-
and Max off that wide.
But
Quick.
then again, your coaches have to instill it into your
Yes.
team
Yes.
and show the team on film when you talk to them and let them know, look, maybe, just maybe, we don't want to pick and roll. Maybe we need to get Tim open. He coming in, that's going to make it easy. Let's get him rolling. Then guess what? 2 guys come to you, you slip.
Most
dunk.
guys,
But that's what the coaches got to do, and that's what the team has to understand. And like you said, that's basketball IQ.
most motherfuckers use transition defense as a time to rest.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Nobody has a body on.
No.
That's the perfect time to break it off as a big
Wide
and
pins-
set a wide and
wide
pin
pins
down
and
for Tim.
drags are the best in that, yeah, for sure.
So-
A couple fan questions. Favorite Heat memory?
Oh, Game 7. New York Knicks, 37. Bust their ass.
Is that when you hit the
Next.
game winning shot and
What'd you do
punch,
to him?
do the punch in the air?
Hey,
Which one
hold
was
up.
that?
What'd you do to him? What'd you do to him?
Bust their ass. Game 7. You know what got me hype? I'm gonna tell you this. What got me hype? Driving to the arena. It's the arena then.
Arena.
My son said, Dad. I'm like, yeah. I know you like to listen to your music. You like to get, your stuff and all this and all that. I got a question. I'm like, oh, he got to say. Let me turn it down. He said, what's the crossover? I had to take off what's the crossover? You never seen a crossover? He said, no. I said, because you back there playing with the games back in the back in the game room and this and that and this and that. I said, listen, you got to stay in your seat. I don't know when it's going to come. But you got to stay in. You cannot go back there. You can't go get a hot dog. At halftime, you got to go get water, use the bathroom and all. Hold it to halftime, whatever. I tell you, man, the second play of the game, we get a steal. I'm not thinking nothing except I hope he's in his seat.
Because it's coming.
because this is about to happen right now. This is about to happen right now. I said, I just hope he in his seat. And when I did it, I laid it up, and I pointed to him, and I saw him, and he was jumping up and down. Yeah. He was like, yeah. And I was like, all right,
That's
cool.
the crossover.
That's the crossover. but I, like I said, I didn't know when it was coming. Yeah. But when we got that steal, I was like, you know how you like, okay, when I'm going to do it. Yeah. Only thing I'm thinking of.
I hope he's in his seat.
I hope he's in his seat. It's going down right now. This is happening right now. So, yeah.
I just wanted the crossover because, like, I don't know if you know this, but, like, the killer crossover, you changed the game. Like, with that everybody was trying to do the killer crossover. Everybody wanted that. Well, you know, everybody wanted that, like, for the culture. You was in rap songs. People talk about in rap songs. Like, rap songs. It's everywhere.
I'm going to tell you this. I watched the game, and I don't know, because I'm not having my phone out and taking pictures of the TV or anything like that. James Harden does it. But he goes from right to left with it. He does the same move that I used to do. Mm-hmm. He does it this way and going to his left hand. What's my man at Cleveland?
Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, Mitchell.
Okay.
He does it and gets open.
Mm-hmm.
I seen at times Curry does it. You know, so I see little bits and guys doing it, but they don't even know that they're doing it. And a lot of people don't even know that that's my crossover, but they doing my crossover because I know that the coaches on their team is teaching them that the crossover. So I'll be watching, but I can't get it because I wish I get it all the time. I should have click, you know, when they're about to click, you know, whatever, but I don't. So, but I see it all the time. They do my crossover all the time.
That was big for the coach.
Another Heat fan question. This is a pretty interesting one. Would you like to see your son in the Heat jersey? Do you think it happens before he retires?
I've been trying to get him in the Heat jersey, and he will not be wearing my number if he gets on the Heat team. He will not be wearing my number. Do you understand me? That number is never coming down. You are not going to wear my jersey.
I agree.
You see how I walk now? It hurts when I walk.
That's why my jersey's
right. That's why my jersey's up. You are not going to wear my jersey. Then my wife be like, well, why not? Because he's not. That's my.
I agree. Based on the fact that my up there too, my ain't coming down.
Yeah, my ain't come. No, yeah. Well, you know, no, you might do something to jeopardize that.
Hey, quick. Are you gonna put it back up? When you retire?
Yeah, you know, it's always that. It's always that. Now, don't think that I'm not thinking it's always that. I'm not saying I just said it now, but yeah, in the back of my mind, you up my. I'm not gonna let you have that.
I agree.
No.
I agree.
No.
Another question. I think I know the answer to it. Do you still hate the Knicks?
Wow. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. It's a lot of guys don't talk. If we see each other, it takes us a lot to walk up to each other, like me and John Starks, or I'm gonna tell you, we beat them in Game 7. Me and what's the quarterback name? The one PJ had a fight with, I forget his Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward.
Okay.
We go on a Nike tour in China. We on the same bus. Everybody speak to everybody. We did not look at each other. We did not say nothing. We ain't do nothing. I said, you know what? I said, this is ridiculous. After everybody got off the bus, I said, hold on, Charlie. This is ridiculous, man. I understand, we don't like each other. I understand. I said, but that's why we playing the game. Well, we got the jersey on. Yeah. We supposed to have a good time. We can't look each other in the eye and just say, what's up? Or good morning. I said, I don't know about you, but I had a problem with that because I'm not that type of person.
Yeah. I feel you.
I like to say I'm very cordial. I'm very respectful. If I see you, good morning. That's the way I am. Mm. But that just seemed awkward to me.
Yeah.
And so it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I like them. I don't dislike them or anything like that. That was then, but it's still some animosity. Right now, to this day. I mean, no question.
Hey, I agree.
Serious.
You know how I feel.
Hey, it's still I
chose my side.
hey, it takes a
I feel. I chose my side.
minute.
I
If we
chose my
see each
side.
other, it takes a minute to walk. We might walk around each other for a couple of minutes or whatever before we get the courage to say hello. Seriously.
Last fan question. This is
That's
great.
real.
Yeah, I mean, it goes on both ways.
yeah,
I mean, it's not just my way. I want to go up there and say hello, but when you see a person, trying to like,
Oh, you
not
could
fuck
tell.
with
Yeah, you could tell.
You be like, okay, well, I'm not. I'm just gonna walk around. Yeah.
Exactly.
All-time Heat starting five.
Oh man, Tim Hardaway,
For sure.
Dwayne Wade.
For sure.
Of course, you got to put LeBron in there.
Yep.
For sure.
And then you got to put. I can't go nowhere without my buddy Zoe.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
There's four.
Man,
You gonna go with Zoe and Shaq? Both 4 and 5.
how many years Shaq played with the Heat? 1.5, 2,
No, more than that, right?
more than that. Okay,
I think what 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah, maybe.
3 or 4. Okay, Shaq.
It's good.
Yeah.
Big ass team now.
Yeah.
I mean, they loaded. Let me ask you a question. With the UTEP 2-step, the killer crossover, and all that, real quick. Think if your time was different, you think you would have the same impact today?
I think it'd be more.
I think it'd be better. Yeah, I'm finna say I
but-
think you'd be more because it's easier to play defense.
But you
I mean,
gotta
it's
understand.
less defense.
But you got to understand, I would have grew up differently.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
how I grew up, it made me become who I am.
I get it.
And if I would have grew up in this era, I don't know that this era would have made me
You wouldn't have took every matchup personally like
exactly.
you did.
So you talking about my skills?
Yes.
Yes. But you talking about I don't know if I would have had the same skills because we would have been brought up differently.
You might have had a different
I
mentality.
had different mentality.
That's a good point.
And a lot of people don't realize that these guys today grew up differently.
Yes.
The world is different. We didn't have social media.
Yes.
We didn't have, they had guns, but we didn't have no way. It was like this. All right, let's go. All right, and then they'll form a circle around you
They
until
don't
you
get
get
knocked.
tired.
Let you get it on. Let you get it on.
Get tired of somebody getting knocked out, and then they'll push you off and let's go, keep going. That's the way it was. Gangs.
Yes.
I grew up with gangs and drugs and all that type of stuff. I had to run away from gangs.
Yeah.
I had to fight my way away from stuff. Like I said, the way we brought up our kids today and the way people bring up their kids today is totally different than how we was brought up. And so yeah, I will say my game would be different. It wouldn't. I don't think it would be like that because the way I grew up.
Well, since we got the UTEP 2-step, the killer crossover in the building, this next segment by Prize Picks is top 5 in today's game handles.
Oh,
All right, I'm going Kyrie, LaMelo Ball, James Harden, Ja Morant, and Paul George.
oh, Paul George. Oh, oh, I like that.
Who you got? Anyone I'm missing?
You know what? I'm gonna go Kyrie Irving,
Yep.
Steph Curry,
Yep. Steph's up there for
okay.
sure.
and I'm gonna even go one Luka Doncic. He got nice.
He
handle.
does got a handle now.
He got nice handle.
Yeah, it's just doesn't look like the rest of the guy, but
No,
100% he
no,
does.
I mean,
he
he
definitely
got
does.
nice handle.
He's got to do what he does.
You cannot stay in front of this
Nope,
guy.
you can't.
Nobody.
You can't.
Can't.
I seen he
agree.
could put you on ice skates. He could
Yep.
do it. He got a lot.
I like that. I like
James
that.
Harden.
Yep.
Of course, James Harden. Who else? You know what? I'm gonna go my man in Philadelphia, point guard.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yes, he got a nice handle.
Yeah.
He got nice. Oh, hold up. I'm Jalen Brunson. I like Jalen Brunson. Under control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice handle.
Yeah.
He
got all that.
Hey, watch your
got all
move now.
he got all. I'm like, I be watching him. It's
all
slow.
He got all
But
that.
it's effective.
You know
Yeah,
that.
he got all that.
No doubt.
He got all that.
Well, man, we appreciate you coming in. You're a real OG for real.
Thank you, man. I
and,
appreciate. Thank
everything
you
you
for
did for
having
this game and where we're at now, man. We appreciate you coming in and and spending some time with us.
Y'all doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
I'm saying y'all. You know what? Y'all don't know how fast y'all growing.
Thank you.
Y'all growing real fast.
Thank you.
Appreciate
You
it.
know, and it's a tribute to you all understanding the game, understanding people, knowing what you're talking about and how to deliver it. So kudos to you all and continued success.
Appreciate that, OG.
I want to personally thank you, obviously, for the impact that you had on me before the cameras was even cut on, before the lights was on. People don't know you used to come to Miami High and play pickup with us. You used to bring little Timmy over there, you know what I'm saying, and play pickup with us. So you really showed love to the hood and the people in the city, you know what I'm saying, and you embraced us, kids out of high school that wasn't even on your level, but when we wasn't doing something right, hey, man, cut it out. Play the game the right way. Pass the damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you made us feel, you know what I'm saying, like we was, even though we wasn't on your level, you made us feel like somebody cared. You know what I'm saying? Just come and hoop with us. So that one went a long way. And two, watching you, with your jersey go up for the Heat and what you meant to the Miami Heat, and then watching you in this next phase of your career as you venture into a couple of different things. I watched it all unfold. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for that, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, how often do you see somebody that comes in the hood and plays basketball with the kids and he ain't even from there?
Right.
It's easy for you to do that in Chicago.
Right.
You did that in Miami.
Yep.
I just love the game.
You know what I'm saying? And that was big, bro. That was big, man. The city always love you for that. We appreciate you. So I appreciate you for the example you set for me, man, and not just as an OG, but you as a kid in the city coming up and trying to make it somewhere and just do something with themselves, man. So thank you, OG. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And y'all turn into the Carlton Show, FS1, March 4th. I'm back on.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
You heard that. Tune in.
Yes.
Tune in.
But we appreciate you, man. OGs.
Watch you.
With the real OG, we're out. Tune in Tuesdays.
Peace.